So, so today we'll study. Good morning, students. Today we'll study a new chapter, that is adverb. Adverb also I taught you in parts of speech, but I have not told you their kinds. Today I will told you their. I will say about the kinds. What is adverb? It is written. It is a word which qualify verb and adjective. Which qualify verb also and adjective also. We know what is verb, right? Which shows action, some action state. Adjective, as I told you before, adjective that it is which qualify noun or pronoun. For example, very carefully, loudly, slowly. As I told you before, when I taught you parts of speech, I told you that in adjective, any word if you put ly, then it becomes adverb. Adverb. Slow becomes slowly, careful becomes carefully. These are the kinds. What are the kinds? Adverb manner, adverb place, adverb time, adverb degree, adverb frequency, adverb affirmation or negative. Affirmation or negative means affirmation is called as a positive or negative, negation, negative. Next, adverb interrogation and adverb reason. So let's first study adverb manner. What is adverb manner? Adverb manner means what? How. Manner means how. It is a word how action takes place. In Hindi we say kaise. How action takes place. It's called adverb manner. For example, loudly, carefully, softly. These are the behavior. Right? Ram speaks loudly. How he speaks? Loudly. So loudly is what? Manner. Loudly is what? Which is manner. Manner means what? Which is related to behavior. Any type of behavior. You should understand how he speaks. Second comes adverb place, means where. It is a word where the action takes place. Where? Place means where. Where word comes? In place. Right. Upstairs. For example, upstairs, outside, here, there. Right. Example, we held picnic in our school. Where we held? So the question, if I ask the question, then word where is coming? Where we held? In school. So school is a place. Clear? Next comes adverb of time. Time means what? When. It is a word when the action takes place. At which time? Like today, tomorrow, yesterday, soon. Right? Example, he has been living in Mumbai for 6 months. When? For how many months? 6 months. It is a time. Time. Adverb reason. It is a word. Reason means what? We know everything. Reason. What is the reason? It is a word why the action takes place. Why? Reason means why comes. When why word comes, which are the example are coming? Because, hence, therefore. For example, Ravi was jailed because of stealing. This is the reason. I have written here why. Next, adverb degree. It is a word that tells us to what extent. Extent means how much you can extend. How much you can extend. How much you can proceed. How much you can do the things lengthy. That is called what? Extreme. Extent. Extend. You are extending. For example, extremely, hardly, almost. Summer was extremely hot. Means, as I told you, which are the things which are extremely you are doing. Extremely hot. Last year, to what extent? Right. Next, if I say adverb frequency, as I told you, degree is what? What the things you are doing extremely. Now comes frequency. Frequency means how often. You have not written. You have written in the bracket like extremely, reason, why, when. Like that. Frequency is how often. Means sometimes. All the things which create sometimes. It is a word that often that how often action takes place. Here I have written how often. Right? Example, seldom, often, never, sometimes. These are the things what? Means frequency means what? You will do the thing sometimes, not always. He often goes to the market. Often. Sometimes. Usually I go out of station. Usually. These are the words which is related to sometimes. Next comes adverb of affirmation or negation. Affirmation, I told you, affirmation means positive. It is a word which shows positive or negative response. Right? The adverb which shows positive response or negative response. Yes, no, surely, of course, these are the words which is related to positive or negative. Yes, surely to positive, no, negative, of course. Yes, I will help you. Positive or affirmative. No, he will not come to my house. Negative. Yes is positive, no is negative. Next comes adverb of interrogation. Interrogation means what? Questions. It is a word which asks question, which asks always the question. What, when, where, how. Near the question, where are you going? Ask question. What did you say? Ask question. Right? Thank you.